Right. So we will start from the review exercises. So I'll put an R for review exercises. Right. So under that we have part 1. So what do we have? Complete the second table using the fractions in the first table. Right. So we have been given several fractions there. So we have to select them. So first of all we have unit fractions. Right. So unit fractions are what? When we think about a fraction like 3 by 8, so this is a fraction, this is the numerator, this is the denominator, right? So unit fractions are what? In unit fractions, the numerator is always 1, something like 1 by 50. The numerator is always 1. Okay, what are those fractions? So we have 1 by 7. Then we have 1 by 15. Then we have 1 by 3. Right. Then proper fractions. Proper fractions. What are proper fractions? Something like this. Let's take 3 by 50. So here, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So those kinds of fractions are what? Proper fractions. Right. So what do we have? We have 4 by 5. Right. Then we have 5 by 7. Right. Then we have 4 by 9. Right. Then we have 7 by 12. Right. Then we have 7 by 8. Right. Then we have 23 by 50. 23 by 50. Right. So these are the proper fractions. So this is an example. Make an example like this. Right. Make an example. Right. So the next one, improper fractions. Like let's take the same numbers and I'm going to write it reverse. 50 by 3. So this is an improper fraction. What does that mean? Here the numerator is larger than the denominator. Right? Okay. So what are those fractions? So we have 9 by 4. 9 by 4. Then we have 19 by 15. 19 by 15. Okay. Then we have 11 by 9. 11 by 9. Then we have 22 by 7. 22 by 7. Then we have 8 by 7. 8 by 7 and also 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Right. Then we will move to the next question. Question number 2. Fill in the blanks in the following table. Fill in the blanks in the following table. So the first row we have mixed number. Then the next row we have improper fractions. Right. So the first one we have is 2.5. Right. So we know what will be the improper fraction of this. 5 by 2. 5 by 2. Right. How do we get it? Right. Take 2.5. So this is a mixed number. Every mixed number can be converted into what? An improper fraction. And also every improper fraction can be converted into a mixed number. Right? So here the denominator will be the same. How do we get the numerator? 2 times 2, that is 4 at the 1. So this becomes a 5. Then the next one we have, right, so here I'll draw a line under the fraction, right? Okay. So the next one, that is also what? Another mixed number, 1 and 3 by 5. So the denominator will be the same. How do we calculate the numerator? 5 times 1, 5 times 1, that is what? 5, and add a 3. So we get what? 8. So this will be 8 by 5. Right, the next one, what do we have? 3 and 5 by 6. 3 and 5 by 6. Right, so what will be the improper fraction? The denominator will be the same, which is 6. How do we calculate the numerator? 6 times 3, that is 18. To that we add a 5. So we get what? 23. So 23 by 6. 23 by 6. So in the next part, we have been given the improper fraction. We have to come up with the mixed number, right? So here, anyway, the denominator will be the same. So how do we come up with the numerator? We know if we multiply 2 by 3, we get a 6 and add a 1 to get to where? 7. Okay, so the next fraction that has been given to us is 16 by 3. So we need to convert this into what? Just as before, a mixed number, right? So we know the denominator will be the same. So in this case, it will be 3. And we know 3 into 5, what is that? 15. And we add a 1 to get to 16, right? So when we convert 16 by 3 into a mixed number, it will be what? 5 and 1 by 3. So the next fraction that we have is what? 22 by 5. When we convert this fraction into a mixed number, the denominator will be the same. So here it will be 5. So we know 5 into 4, that is 20. Add a 2 to get to 22, right? So this is the answer that they are expecting us to give. So when we convert 22 by 5 into a mixed number, it will be 4 and 2 by 5. Right. Question number 3. Fill in the blanks. Okay. Right. So part A, we have a fraction 1 by 4. It has been, the numerator has been multiplied by a number. Okay. The denominator has been multiplied by a number as well, right? So here we have to write the resultant fraction. Okay. So you need to understand here the denominator has been multiplied by 3. So we need to multiply the numerator by 3 as well. 4 times 3, that is 12. In the same manner, 1 times 3. Right. So the next one, B. What do we have? The fraction is 2 by 3. Right. So the resultant fraction, the denominator is 12. Right. Okay. So just as here, how do we convert this numerator, which is a 3, into a 12? We have to multiply that by 4, no? So we get 12. So we have to do the same thing to the numerator, right? So 2 times 4, we get 8, right? 2 times 4, we get 8. So the numerator is what? 8. Right. Question number 3, under that, part C. So what do we have? We have been given 2 by 7, okay? And if we consider the other fraction, we have been given the denominator, right? So the numerator we have to find. Okay. So how do we convert a 7 into a 14? We can multiply the denominator by 2. Now, these are fractions, right? Since we are multiplying the denominator by a 2, that means definitely we have to multiply the numerator by a 2 as well. So we know 2 into 2, what is that? 4. Okay. So here the denominator will be 4. Right. Simple D. So here we have been given the fraction 4 by 16. So on the answer side or the equivalent fraction, the numerator and the denominator both has not been given to us. Right? Okay. So we have to come up with a valid equivalent fraction for 4 by 16. Okay, so we all know 2 methods, right? 2 methods in regards to converting a given fraction into its equivalent fraction. So one method is multiplication and the other method is what? Division, right? So when we are multiplying, right, we have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same whole number, right? So in this case, I will multiply both the denominator and the numerator by 8. So 4 into 8, we know that is 32. 16 into 8, what is that? 10 into 8, we know that is 80. 6 into 8, we know that is 48. 80 plus 48, we know that is 128. Right? So that means 4 by 16 and 32 by 128, both are what? Equivalent fractions. But here we use what? We use the multiplication method. Multiplying both the denominator and the numerator by the same whole number in order to get the equivalent fraction of 4 by 16. So this fraction and this fraction both are equal. Right, so now we will consider the division method. Okay, now in the division method, we divide both the numerator and the denominator of a given fraction by using the same whole number. Notice that we divide. We divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same whole number. Okay, so I can divide both of these numbers, or numerator and the denominator, by what? 4. 4 divided by 4, that is 1. 16 divided by 4, that is 4. Now 4 by 16 and 1 by 4 are what? Equivalent fractions. Right? So here we have used what? The division method. So kindly note that the answers may be different depending upon the whole number that you choose either to multiply or divide. Okay. E. What do we have? 8 by 20. 8 by 20. So we have a complete blank here. So that is equal to, only the numerator has been given of the resultant fraction. Right. How do we convert this 20 into a 5? By division. Right. So 20 divided by 5, 20 divided by 4, what do we get? 5. So the denominator has been divided by 4 to get to 5. So in the same manner, we have to divide the numerator by 4 as well. So we get 2. Right? So here, the numerator will be what? Of the resultant fraction, the numerator is 2. Right? So we have to write the process here. 8, we have to divide it by 4. 20, we have to divide it by, right? So the thing that you need to remember, what are these fractions? Equivalent fractions, right? So when we talk about equivalent fractions, right, we will take this fraction, right? So 8 by 20, the next part, so that will be f. So we have been given a fraction, 10 by 12. The numerator has been given of the resultant fraction, right? How do we convert this 10 into a 5? We have to divide it by 2, no? So the numerator has been divided by 2. In the same manner, the denominator should be divided by 2 as well. So we get 6. So in this fraction, the denominator will be 6. 21 by 30, that is equal to something, but the denominator is 10. We don't know the numerator. How do we convert this 30 into a 10? By dividing it by 3. So definitely we have to divide the numerator by 3 as well. So we get what? 7. H. So we have what? 75 by 100. 75 by 100. Okay. So we have to come up with what? We have to come up with the equivalent fraction. Right? So either we can multiply or either we can divide. Right? So first of all, I will multiply the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. So what will we get? 150 by 200. And another way, 75 by 100, I will divide the numerator by 25 And also I will divide the denominator by 25. Then we will get what? 3 by 4. Right? Okay. Right. Question number 4. Write the fractions in each of the following parts in ascending order. So the first one, what do we have? We have 1 by 7, 1 by 3, 1 by 10, 1 by 2. So ascending means what? From the smallest value to the largest value. So all of the fractions are what? Take a look at the numerator. All of the fractions are unit fractions, right? So, and the other thing, take a look at the denominators. We have a 7, 3, 10 and 2, right? We know when we compare unit fractions, right? Here, the denominator. What is the number? The number is 2. 2 is the denominator, the number is 2. Right? Think about this fraction. The denominator is what? 10. We know, imagine that these are integers. We know that 2 is less than 10 or 10 is greater than 2. 2 is less than 10. But in fractions, what happens? The reverse. You have to focus on the denominator, the fraction which has the larger number is the smallest fraction. Those are the smaller fractions. So in that manner, 1 by 10, that is the smallest fraction. Then after that, 1 by 7. So 1 by 10 and 1 by 7. When we compare these two fractions, 1 by 7 is the larger one, right? Then comes 1 by 3 and 1 by 2, that is the larger fraction. So this is the manner where when we arrange the given fractions in ascending order, this is the manner we get the answer. Right, part 2. So there we have a 2 by 5, 2 by 9, 2 by 11 and 2 by 3. Okay. Here the same thing, right? The numerators are same, no? So we can easily come up with the answer by observing the denominator. So just as before, right? Here 2 by 11 and the denominator is 11, no? So that is the largest number. So in fractions, that is the smallest fraction, 2 by 11. Then 2 by 9, then 2 by 5, then we have 2 by 3. Now part 3, we have a 2 by 3, 5 by 6, 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. Now here, we cannot find a pattern. Pattern in the sense, the denominators are not equal, and the numerators are also not equal. Right? Then what do we have to do? We have to come up with the what? Common denominator. Right? So what is the LCM of 3, 6, 2 and 4? So I'm going to pick 12. Right? Okay. So 2 by 3, I have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by what? 4. So 8 by 12. Right? 8 by 12. Then I have 5 by 6. So I will multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2. So I will get 10 by 12. 10 by 12. Then half. Half means what? 6 by 12. Then I have 3 by 4. I am going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3. So I will be getting 9 by 12. 9 by 12. Right. Now, see, the denominators are same. So we can easily come up with the answer. So we have to arrange the given fractions into ascending order. So 6 by 12, that is the smallest fraction. Then comes to what? 8 by 12, right? Then we have 9 by 12. Then we have 10 by 12. So now the thing is, we have to leave the answer from the fractions that have been given to us. So 6 by 12 means what? Right, I will write the answers here. So 6 by 12 means what? 1 by 2. Okay. Then 8 by 12 means what? 8 by 12 means 2 by 3. Right? Then 9 by 12 means what? 9 by 12, that means 3 by 4. Right? Then finally 10 by 12, so that is 5 by 6. 5 by 6. So that will be the answer. Okay, part 4. So what do we have? 4 by 5, then 5 by 8, then 3 by 4, then 1 by 2. So the same thing, right? We have to come up with the common denominator or LCM, right? So we have 5, 8, 4 and 2, right? 2, 4, 5 and 8. So we will divide this by 2, 1, 2, 5 and 4. Again we will divide this by 2, 1, 1, 5 and 2. Again we will divide this by 2, 1, 1, 5 and 1. Then we will divide this by 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 times 2 that is 4, 4 times 2 that is 8, 8 times 5 that is 40. That means what? The least common multiple is 40. So take 4 by 5. So I have to multiply the denominator and the numerator by 8. So I will be getting 32 by 40. Right. 32 by 40. Then 5 by 8. I am going to multiply the denominator and the numerator by 5. So I will be getting 25 by 40. 25 by 40. Right. Then 3 by 4. I will be multiplying the numerator by denominator by 10 and the numerator by 10 also. So 30 by 40. 30 by 40. Then half means what? 20 by 40. Right, now it is easier for us to do the comparison. So by observing the numerators, right? 20 by 40, that is the smallest fraction here. Then we have 25 by 40. Then we have 30 by 40, right? Then we have finally 32 by 40. But now we have to leave the answers using the fractions that have been given to us. So 20 by 40 means what? Half. 25 by 40 means what? 5 by 8, right? 30 by 40 means what? 3 by 4. 32 by 40 means what? 4 by 5. So this should be the answer. Right, question number 5. 3/4 of a tank which was completely filled with water was used by a household for its needs on a certain day. What fraction of the tank still held water by the end of the day? In the beginning of the day, right, this entire tank has been filled with water. And at the end of the day, some amount has been used, right? During the day, some amount has been used, right? So the amount that has been used, when we represent that as a fraction, that is what? 4 by 3. Then what is the remaining amount? Which is this. What do we have to do? From the entire tank, when it was filled, from the entire tank, so we can take it as a 1. So from that, we have to subtract 3/4. So 1 means what? 4 by 4. I have 4 by 4 කියලා ගත්තේ. මෙතන denominator එක 4යිනේ. Right? So from that, we can subtract 3/4. So what will it be? 1 by 4. The remaining amount. හරි? මෙන්න මේ ටික කොච්චරද? 1 by 4. Right. Question number 6. If the two pieces of wire A and B are of unequal lengths, that means both of the wires, the lengths are different. Is 1/3 of the length of A equal to 1/3 of the length of B? Or are they unequal? Give reasons to your answer. So what will be the answer? The lengths are unequal. Why is that? The reason is the total length of A is not equal to the total length of B. Okay, question number 7. If the two shaded regions of the circular lamina that has been divided into 8 equal parts, note that 8 equal parts as shown in the figure are cut out and discarded. What fraction of the total lamina is remaining? Right. So the entire circular lamina has been divided into 8 equal parts and 2 of them were taken out. So they are asking what is the remaining amount. So what do we have to do? We have to subtract 2 by 8 from the whole. Sampurnekin. Right? So here 1, since this fraction the denominator is 8, we can convert this 1 into 8 by 8. 8 by 8 minus 2 by 8. So here what do we get? 6 by 8. So we can further simplify this as what? By dividing the numerator and the denominator by 2. 3 by 4. Okay, part 2. What fraction of the total lamina is exactly half of the remaining portion equal to? Right. So we know the remaining portion as a fraction is what? 3 by 4. So we need to multiply this by what? Half. Or we need to take half of this. If we take half of 3 by 4, we know that we arrive at the same thing. 3 by 4, we have to multiply by half. Right? So 3 times 1, that is 3. 4 times 2, that is 8. So the answer is what? 8 by 3. Right. Question number 8. So we have to simplify. Okay, under that part 1. So we have 3 fractions. All the denominators are same. In this case, it is 5. So we can simply add the numerators. So 2 plus 3, that is 5. 5 plus 4, that is 9. So we have to simplify this. So what will it be? 1 and 4 by 5. So that is the answer. 1 and 4 by 5. Right. So actually there are several ways of getting the answer. I will start from the usual way. So here the denominators are not same, no. So we have to come up with the least common denominator or the LCM. So we have 2, 3 and 5. So what will be the least common denominator? 2 times 3, that is 6. 6 times 5, that is 30. Right. So half means what? 15 by 30. Right? Okay. So that in the sense, take half. So we have to convert the denominator into a 30. So what do we have to do? We have to multiply the numerator by 15 and the denominator by 15. So this becomes what? 15 by 30. Right. Then we have what? 2 by 3. So we have to multiply the denominator by 10 and the numerator by 10. So we get 20 by 30. 20 by 30. Right. Take 4 by 5. We have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 6. We are trying to convert the denominator into a 30, no? Right? So we get what? 24 by 30. 24 by 30. Right. Now all the denominators are same. So we can just simply add the numerators as it is. So 15 plus 20, that is 35. 35 plus 24, that is 59. 59 by 30. Right, so now we have to convert this into what? Mixed number, so it will be 1 and 29 by 30. 1 and 29 by 30. Right, so as I had said to you, there's another way where we can get the answer. Okay, so according to the BODMAS rule, we have to start from here, no? We need to add. So we have to start from the half, then work our way in this direction. Right? Okay. So 1 by 2, we have to add 2 by 3. What do we do? Take this one and multiply it by 3. Cross multiplication. 1 times 3, we know that is what? 3. Take this 2, multiply this by this 2. Cross multiply in this direction. First cross multiply in this direction, 1 to 3, then 2 to 2 in this direction. 2 times 2, we know that is 4. So here, since we are going to add, the mathematical operation will be what? Plus. Then what do we have to do? We have to come up with the numerator. 2 times 3, that will be 6. So when we simplify these two fractions, we get what? 7 by 6. Right? Then still, the simplification is not over. We have to add 4 by 5. So just as before, in this direction, we cross multiply. 7 times 5, we get what? 35. in this direction we cross multiply. 4 times 6, we get 24. Then what will be the denominator? 6 times 5, that is 30. Right? Now 35 plus 24, what is that? 59. 59 by 30. So we have to simplify this into mixed number. So it will be what? 1 and 29 by 30. So that is the answer. So we arrive at the same answer. So now the third part. So we have 1 and 1/2. To that we have to add 2 and a quarter. Then we have to subtract 1 and 2 by 3. So here also there are several methods where we can get the answer, right? Okay, so I will start from the usual method, right? Okay. So first of all we have to convert this into what? Improper fraction. So this will be what? 3 by 2. Then same thing here. So this will be what? 9 by 4. Same thing here. That means we have to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. So this will be what? 5 by 3. Now we have to come up with the least common denominator. So here it will be 12, right? So 3 by 2, we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 6. So 18 by 12. So this will be 18 by 12. Then 9 by 4, we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3. So this will be 27 by 12. 27 by 12. From that, we have to subtract 3 by 5. So we have to convert it into a fraction where the denominator is 12. So I have to multiply the denominator and the numerator by what? 4. 20 by 12. 20 by 12. Right. Now we have to simplify. So start from here, work our way to the this side, BODMAS. Okay. So we have to add these together. So 10 plus 20, we have a 30. 30 plus 15, that is 45. 45 by 12. Minus 20 by 12. Right? 40 minus 20, we have a, 45 minus 20, 25. So this will be what? 25 by 12. So further we have to simplify this. So this is 2 and 1 by 12. 2 and 1 by 12. So there's another way of coming up with the answer. So I will do that as well. Right? So 1.5 I can break into what? 1 plus half. 2 and a quarter I can break it as what? 2 plus quarter. Minus 1 and 2/3 I can break it into what? 1 minus 2/3. මෙතන මයිනස් තියෙන්නේ ඒකන්න මේක කරනකොට අඩු කිරීම එක අඩු කිරීම ඒ කියන්නේ -1 minus 2 by 3. එහෙම තමයි බෙදෙන්න ඕන. කඩන්න ඕන. Right. Now 1 plus 3. Take the whole number parts. 1, 2 and 1. So here, I'll simply rewrite this. So it will be clear for you. 1 plus 2 minus 1 plus half plus 1 by 4 minus 2 by 3. අපිට ඕන මේ දෙන්න සුළු කරලා දාන්න පුළුවන්. So here the outcome will be what? A positive 2. So මේ තුන් දෙනාගෙන හිතුවොත් එහෙම මොකද කරන්නේ? Just as before, we have to come up with the least common denominator. Or we can do the simplification method, right? අපිට මෙන්න මේ ටිකම simplify කරලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? අර මම කලින් ගාන කිව්ව short method එකෙන්. Right? අපි එහෙම කරලා බලමු. So 1 by 2 we have to add 1 by 4. So we need to cross multiply in this direction. So 1 times 4, that is 4. ඊළඟට මෙන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් cross multiply කරනවා. 2 times 1, that is 2. Then 2 times 4, we get 8. So this will be what? 6 by 8. එතකොට මේ දෙන්නගේ outcome එක තමයි 6 by 8 කියලා කියන්නේ. Now from that we have to subtract what? 6 by 8. From that we have to subtract 2 by 3. Now cross multiply in this direction. 6 times 3, that is 18. Cross multiply in this direction. 2 times 8, that is what? 16. Then 8 times 3, that is 24. So what will be the outcome here? 2 by 24. So we can simplify this as what? 1 by 12. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ simplification එකේ output එක මොකක්ද? Positive 1 by 4. So plus positive 1 by 12. So when we simplify this, we get what? 2 and 1 by 12, just as before. Right. Part 4. What do we have? Half of. Right? 4 by 5. To that we have to add 4 by 5. We have to add 2 by 3. So we have to do the simplification according to the BODMAS rule. So we have to start from the brackets. Right? So we will do the short method. Right? So here we get what? 5 plus 4. 2 we have to add 2 by 3, no? So 4 times 3, that is 12. 5 times 2, that is 10, right? Then 5 times 3, that is 15. So it will be the denominator. So here the output will be what? 22. 22 by 15, right? So half of 22 by 15. So what do we do? Half of 22, sorry. This of means what? Multiplication. So we will rewrite this like this, right? So we will replace of with the multiplication symbol. So 2 times 1, 2 times 11. So here 1 times 11 and 1 times 15. So the answer is what? 11 times 15. Answer is 11 times 15. Right, part 5. So we have what? 4 and a half. From that we have to subtract 3 by 5. Right? Then we have to multiply that by what? 1 and 2 by 13. So just as before, using the BODMAS rule, we have to simplify the bracket first, right? So here what do we have? We have to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. So the denominator will be 2 and the numerator will be 9. So minus 3 by 5. Still they are inside the bracket, and also we can simplify this. So the denominator will be 13. 13 times 1, that is 13. 13 plus 2, that is 15. Right. Okay. So we have to simplify the bracket now. So 9 by 2, we have to subtract 3 by 5. So we will use a shorter method. Cross multiply in this direction. So 9 times 5, we get 45. Now cross multiply in this direction. 2 times 3, that is 6. So we have to subtract. Then the denominator will be what? 2 times 5, that is 10. 45 minus 6, that is what? 39 by 10. Right, so here the outcome is what? 39 by 10. So we have to multiply that by what? 15 by 13. 13 times 1, 13 times 3. 5 times 3, 5 times 2. So here we get what? 3 times 3 into 2 times 1. So we get 9 by 2. So we have to simplify this. That means what? 4 and a half. 4 and a half. So this is the answer. Right, part 6. So there we have what? 1 and 2 by 5. 1 and 2 by 5. We have to multiply that by 5 by 7. So that is in brackets. So the whole thing we need to add to 3 by 4 divided by half. 1 half. So now we have to do the simplification. Right. So these are two brackets now. So using the BODMAS theory, simultaneously we can do the simplification. But we will do it one by one. First of all, we will simplify this bracket. Then we will go to this bracket. Right. So here we have what? 1 and 2 by 5. We have to multiply that by 5 by 7. So this is a mixed number, so we have to convert it into what? Improper fraction. So the denominator will be the same. What will be the numerator? 5 times 5 times 1, that is 5. To that add the 2, so this becomes 7. Multiply that by 5 by 7. Then what happens? The outcome will be what? I can cancel off the 7s and also I can cancel off the 5s, so the outcome will be 1. Right? So here the outcome is 1. Right? So I will just write the outcome. Outcome is 1. So when you are doing it, there should be your workings. So look at it. Now we move to this fraction, right? So 3 by 4, we have to divide that by 1 by 2 or 1 half. So 3 by 4 multiplied by the reciprocal of this, which is 2 by 1. So 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 1 we get 3, 2 times 1 we get 2. So if we consider this bracket, the outcome is what? 3 by 2. And we have to add. Right? So 1 and 3 by 2 means what? 1 half. So 1 plus 1 half, that means what? 2 and a half. That is the answer. Right. Now we will go to part 7. So we have to follow the BODMAS rule. Then always, even if you are doing your turn test or examinations, right? Recheck, right? Because sometimes this division mark may appear to you as what? As an addition. හරි ඔය ටයිප් කරනකොට එකපාරට අපිට පේන්නේ නැහැ ඒක බලනකොට පේපර් එකේ ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එක පේපර් එක උනත් එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් right okay so first of all we have to simplify this now so 4 by 5 of what will be this so the denominator is 5 what is the numerator 5 times 2 that is 10 add the 2 this becomes 12 divide by 1 same thing here the denominator is 2 what will be the numerator 3 right so 4 by 4 now we have to follow the BODMAS rule so here we have to simplify these two first then we have to move to this BODMAS according to the BODMAS rule right so we replace off with the what multiplication symbol then 12 by 5 divide that by 3 by 2 okay so can we do some simplifications here no right okay then what do we do? We come to here, right? 4 by 5 multiplied by 12 by 5 divide by 3 by 2 we replace that division by a multiplication then write the reciprocal of 3 by 2 which is what? 2 by 3. Now can we do some simplifications here? Yes. 3 times 1, 3 times 4. Right? Then 4 times 4 that is 16. 16 times 2 that is 32. 5 times 5 that is 25. 25 into 1 that is again 25. So now we have to simplify 32 by 25 into what? Into a mixed number. So it will be 1 and 7 by 25. So that is the answer. Right. Now we have part 8. Okay. 2 and 2 by 5. 2 and 2 by 5. So we have to divide that by 1 half and we have to multiply that by what? 4 by 5. Okay. So first of all, we will convert these two mixed numbers into improper fractions. Right? So here the denominator will be the same and the numerator will be what? 5 times 2 that is 10 add the 2 this becomes what? 12. Divide by the denominator here that will be the same 2 times 1 that is 2 add the 1 this becomes 3 into 4 by 5. Right now we have to follow the BODMAS rule right so we have to simplify first the division then we have to move to the multiplication part right so 12 by 5 I will replace the division into a multiplication symbol then we have to write the reciprocal of 3 by 2 so it will be what 2 by 3 right then here also 4 by 5 now we can simplify this entire thing right so 3 times 1 3 times 4 so we cannot simplify it anymore 4 times 2 that is 8 8 times 4 that is 32 5 times 1 that is 5 5 into 5 that is 25 so what will be the answer 1 and 7 by 25 right so now we will go to question number 9 what do we have mother who went to the market with 500 rupees in hand spent 300 rupees to buy vegetables and 150 rupees to buy fruits okay so we will write it 500 rupees right so that is the total amount of money that she had when she went to the market right so out of this 500 she spent 300 rupees to buy vegetables right and another 150 rupees to buy fruits Right. What fraction of the money in hand did she spend on vegetables? Right. So the amount of money she spends to vegetables that is 300 rupees. So she took 500 rupees in total when she went to the market. So we can simplify these two zeros and the outcome will be what? 3 by 5. Okay. So the next one. What fraction of the money in hand did she spend on fruits? The amount of money that she spent on fruits, what is that? 150 rupees. So she took 500 rupees in total, no? So now we have to simplify this. So I can cancel out these two zeros. Then 5 times 3, 5 times 10. So here the outcome is what? 3 by 10. So that is the amount. If she had planned to save a quarter of the money she had taken to the market, was she able to fulfill her plan? Give reasons for your answer. Right. So she planned to save a quarter from 500 rupees. No. So what is the amount? So 500 divided by 4. 500 means what? 5 into 100. I have to divide that by 4. So 4 times 1, 4 times 25. So 5 into 25, what will it be? 125. Right? So the amount of money, that is 125 rupees. That means what? A quarter from 500. But, so this is the third part. Huh? But she spent 300 rupees on vegetables, 150 on what? Fruits. So what is the total amount? 300 plus 150. What is the remaining amount? 500 minus 450, which is 50 rupees. So was she able to do it? No. Right? Why? She was planning to save 125, but actually she had, after she had completed the marketing, she had 50 rupees. So she was not able to do it. Right. So when we think about the third part of this question, there's another way of coming up with the answer. So this is part 3. So there's another method. Right. So we know that she spent 3/5 of the money that she took to the market for what? For vegetables. We know 150 rupees she spent for what? Fruits. Right? And we converted that amount into what? That amount also into a fraction. So that will be what? 3 by 10. 3 by 10. So this is the amount that she spent for what? Fruits. එතකොට දැන් මේවා හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මේ මොනවද මේ මේකෙන් කියන්නේ කියලා. Right? So this is the amount that is given to us in fractions, symbolizing the amount of rupees that she spends for vegetables as a fraction. ගෙනිච්ච මුළු මුදලින් එළවලු වලට කොච්චරක් වියදම් වුණාද කියන එක fraction එකක් විදිහට හරවපුවාම 3න් 5යි. sorry 5න් 3යි. 3 by 5. මෙතන the same thing. මේ 3 by 10 කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? She spent 150 rupees for fruits, no? So when we represent that amount as a fraction, considering the total amount of money that she took, what will be it as a fraction? 3 by 10. ඒ කියන්නේ අම්මා 150ක් වියදම් කරලා තියෙනවානේ දැන් මේ ගානේ හැටියට fruits වලට. එතකොට ඒ ප්‍රමාණය, ඒ කියන්නේ 150 කියන එක ගෙනිච්ච මුළු මුදලින් fraction එකක් විදිහට හරවපුවාම අපිට එන්නේ මොකද්ද? 3 by 10. 3 by 10. දැන් ඔයාලට පේනවා ඇති දැන් මේ දෙක compare කරනකොට when we compare these two fractions, so it is somewhat, at the beginning it is somewhat difficult. Why? This fraction that has been given to us, the denominator is 5. Here the denominator is 10. එහෙනම් අපි මෙයාව denominator එක 10 කරගමු. right? So 3 by 5, we have to multiply the denominator by 2. Denominator and the numerator by 2. So we get what? 6 by 10. එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? She spent 300 rupees no, out of 500 rupees for what? Vegetables. When we convert that information into fractions, what will it be? 6 by 10. So 6 by 10 for what? Vegetables. 3 by 10 for fruits. What is the total amount? 3 by 10 plus 6 by 10. So this is fruits, this is vegetables. What is the total amount? 9 by 10. What is the remaining amount? What is the remaining amount? How will we calculate it? From 10 by 10, we subtract 9 by 10. Then what will be the answer? 1 by 10. So what is the amount that she actually tried to save? A quarter. So what is the amount finally she had saved in real life? 1 by 10. So she can't do it. She couldn't do it. Right. Question number 10. Satish, who left home on a journey, traveled a quarter of the journey by bicycle, 2/3 by bus, and the remaining portion by a 3-wheeler. Right. So this is part 1. Nah? What fraction of the total journey did he travel by both bicycle and bus? So what do we have to do? We have to add these two fractions, no? 1 by 4 to 2 by 3. So we can use a short method. 1 times 3, we get what? 3. 4 times 2, we get 8. Then we have to add them together. 3 plus 8. Then what will be the denominator? 4 times 3, that is 12. So we get what? 11 by 12. Then part 2. What fraction of the whole journey remained for him to travel by the 3-wheeler? Right? So how will we find it? From 1, we subtract 11 by 12. That means what? 12 by 12. From that we have to subtract 11 by 12. So what will be the answer? 1 by 12. 1 by 12. Right. And also just think, we even don't have to do the subtraction. Huh? So this is the total amount as a fraction which he traveled from what? From the bicycle and the bus, no? So the remaining amount, he used a 3-wheeler, no? So actually what is the remaining amount? Here we have 1 by 12. Then what is the remaining amount? We don't have to subtract 1 by 12. No? So that is the end of the questions.